¿Qué transita mi recita youtubera? Bienvenidos a este gameplay de Crimes and Punishments Sherlock Holmes. Y bueno, recita, vamos a jugar el juego de Sherlock Holmes. Vamos a ver qué tal está, de qué es o qué onda, ¿no? Me lo trajeron, dije, pues no, vamos a calarlo, vamos a ver qué. En memoria de los cielo. Ay, no alcancé a leer. Rock Games Presents. Y bueno, Rosa. Dr. John Watson, Inspector Lex Street, Mr. Hudson, Micro Holmes. Bueno, raza, este juego, vamos a ver qué tal está, raza. Si está muy piñata, le daremos unos cuantos episodios y luego lo cortaremos, porque no sabemos qué tan bueno no me gusta hacerlo así con juegos, pero realmente, raza, hay veces que juego juegos sin saber, yo no sabía de este juego, en lo más mínimo. Empezarlo a jugar y que sea toda una piñata de juego, o sea, bien culerísimo. Y realmente, pues, ese no es el chiste, raza. Ese no es el chiste, ¿verdad? Entonces, vamos a ver qué tal está. Y vamos a ver que... Sí, también no estamos medios nubis para este tipo de juegos. El fin de Peter el Negro. Peter el Negro. Vamos. Te has perdido una fase importante en los diálogos. Siempre puedes abrir el recuerdo. Vamos a continuar. Halo.
Holmes.
Ahora, güey. Left. Va a cubrirse.
Holmes, will you stop that?
Pinche Sherlock Holmes, loco.
You are utterly mad.
Che, loco, cabrón.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded?
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Paso firme. Esposos tintineantes. Policía.
Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known
Conocido
as
como
Black
Peter el Negro.
has been murdered.
Asesinado.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase collection this morning.
Cliente agradecido
I
de
couldn't
Limoges.
think of a better use for it.
You're
Okay.
out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Okay.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in a property called Woodman's Lee, near Forest
Cerca de
Row
Forest
in
Row.
Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years, and where he was found dead yesterday.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In
De
fact,
hecho, el
this
crimen es
crime
tan
is so
enigmático que
mysterious
preferiría que
that
se
I would
reuniera
prefer
conmigo en
you
la
to join
finca.
me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me there. I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
Okay.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Opera que es para abrir el cuaderno y comprobar tu progreso actual. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! También conocido como Peter el Negro. Blas. Baker Street. Investiga el asesinato de Pete y investigar la escena de crimen en Woodlands Lee. Seleccionar un traje de armario y unirse al... Ok. ¡La puerta! Que no abre la pinche puerta, güey. O está cerrada. ¿Qué pedo? A ver.
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Ok. Pues ahí como que no nos quiere dejar. Aquí sí. Tururú. Armario. Ahora sí nos podemos cambiar. Marinero, sin traje informal, traje negro, traje negro. Ok. Ya nos podemos ir, creo yo. Oh, pues. Hay que ver qué tan bueno está, raza. Cuaderno.
I cannot leave yet. I have not finished here.
Ok. Vamos a ver qué es el pedo de aquí.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Ok, vamos. Vamos a reunirnos con estos güeyes. ¿Dónde está?
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him
Pero
here
es que en
like this.
tal estado.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Algo inusual.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream. But I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
¿Cuándo encontró el cadáver?
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around 7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open. But I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... Oh, dear.
Ok. Si Mario salió a recibir
Was your
visitas.
husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. We lived quite an isolated life here, after his retirement.
Ok. ¿Y en la noche del
Can you
asesinato?
please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Ok. Rosario católico. Herrerillo capuchinos. Guantes de jardinería. Pajarera. Retrato del personaje completado. Todo pasará pronto.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh, my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Elige las pruebas que comprueben las declaraciones de los personajes para continuar con la investigación.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
A huevo.
Thank you, madam.
Así somos bien perros. Ahora vamos a estar el otro güey.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
Tuvimos cuidado
We
de no
took
tocar
care
nada.
not to touch anything.
Vamos a ver si en este capítulo podemos descubrir este pedo.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
A ver. Cerradura, arañazos.
These scratches are fresh. You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Our mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have
Con la
the right
herramienta
tool.
adecuada.
What a terrible way to die.
Vamos a ver qué hay por aquí. Examinar la mesa.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Rota el objeto que quieren para examinarlo y descubrir detalles nuevos.
The initials PC have been crudely burned.
Fuego de manera
A
burda.
sailor's work.
Ok, quitamos la cartera, salir.
Rum, a sailor's drink. It seems that Captain Carey was
Un trago
enjoying
cuando
a
le llegó su hora.
drink before he met his death.
Perfecto. Vamos a examinar el cadáver.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He
No le
was
pillaron
not
por
caught by
sorpresa.
surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer.
Cuchillo de marinero.
This wooden handle is plain
Plano y
and solid.
robusto.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not
No
succeed.
tuvo éxito, ok.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Ok.
The pattern of the blood
Dice que
stain
el cuaderno
indicates
estaba en el
that the
suelo cuando se
notebook was
produjo el
not
crimen,
lying
sino
on
se
the
cayó.
floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Ok, abrir el cuaderno.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
¿Qué son estas abreviaciones?
Peter
Arpón.
Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Ok.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
¿Quién botas.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Ok.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Los
The
arpones.
murder weapon was probably taken from this rack.
Ajá.
The ship's logs
Observaciones
of
con
the
los
Sea
años
Unicorn for the
78.
years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain. The tooth of a sperm
Tiene un
whale,
cachalote.
probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Encuentra un par de pistas relacionadas en forma una de las combinaciones. Intentos de allanamiento, cuaderno. ¿Qué es esto? Puta, no lo alcancé a leer.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Vamos a organizar una emboscada. A ver acá. Organizo una emboscada.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, You've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do?
¿Qué hará? ¿Volver mañana y
Why,
preparar?
return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Ok.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Encontrar conversación de jardín de los boletos. También cuidado cerca. Ok, ¿y ahora qué hay que hacer?
Mr. Holmes?
¿Qué onda, doñita? ¿Tiene jardinero?
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Thank you, madam.
Que lo cuidaban y que lo cuidaban, no mames. Ah. Botas de carry.
These boots don't match
No
the
coinciden con las
footprints.
huellas. No coincide este pedo, doñita.
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
¡Se haga pendeja usted, juez! Ok. Ah, pues no hay nada.
We need to find a good place for an ambush.
Que
Perhaps
se ha
behind
preparado.
Carey's cabin, near the window.
Cerca de la ventana.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
¿Qué escondernos hay entonces, pues? Hasta ahorita, fíjense que está más o menos. Indica que tienes pistas suficientes para acusar a algún sospechoso.
Shh. Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
A ver, ven. Ven, hijo de tu chingama. Vete tú, perro.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't! I'm not... It's a terrible mistake!
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
Vamos a hacerle una interrogation. Muy bien. El cuaderno estamos bien. Porque el libro que agarramos era JHN. Igual que ese el morro. Abreviaturas en cuaderno. Vamos a entonces interrogar al güey. Examinar las pertenencias de John Hoppy.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Ok. Dice aquí, for every Dawson to my friend and partner. Ok.
And partner, 1883. From R. Dawson.
Ok.
A handkerchief with the initials J.H.N. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Ok.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Se requiere un objeto.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Bueno. Dice aquí que se requiere un objeto. Digo, ¿a dónde voy?
Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
Muy bien. A ver, güey. Suelta la pinche sopa. Cuaderno.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will
Dime.
find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan. The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, Did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
Nope. Vamos a ver. Gorra. Parche. Cuello delgado. Tejido caro. Mangas cortas. Callos. Cicatrices. ¿Qué podemos? ¿Qué podemos? Algo nos hizo falta. No, algo nos hizo falta. Ah, botones historiados.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please let me go. I'm innocent.
Que su marido acordado sobre la no parece posible. Puede que esté ocultando algo. Está armado con su cuchillo, pero no tuvo tiempo de completarlo, así no tuvo... Su marido cuidaba. Ok. Intentos de allanamiento. Hubo intentos de allanamiento con el fin de recuperar el cuaderno que había dado en el cargo de sangre, lo que podría demostrar la culpabilidad de quien lo realizara.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
¿Y ahora?
These are the suspect's belongings. These are...
Pero no sé qué hacer. Y no sabemos qué hacer, pero lo vamos a saber qué hacer en el siguiente episodio, racita. Sherlock Holmes, díganme ustedes qué piensan. ¿Lo seguimos? ¿No lo seguimos? ¿Está medio chafa? ¿No está chafa? Si es que, racita, Evikila se despide. Nos vemos en el siguiente game.